Hey, what's up? It's Kid time for another video. Today, I'm gonna give you an update of exactly what is happening here. Okay, I know, as you can see with my complexion, oh my God, I'm dark. I've been fishing, and that's a good thing because I haven't actually stepped out and did something that I really wanted for a really long time. And one of those things is actually fly fishing. And before working for Rapala, uh, I was fly fishing like the weekends and was really neck deep into the fly tying and fly fishing. That took a back seat when I joined Rapala and started, um, what do you call this? Started working with them. Okay. So there were opportunities, of course, for me to fly fish for whatever species, tuna, whatever. And that's nice. That's nice. And there were times when Faisal would actually ask me if I wanted to do something and all that. That's God bless his soul. The thing is, though, when you're in a boat filled with people who are very eager to catch something or do something with spinning gear, popping, jigging, and stuff like that, you're kind of a nuisance when you're waving around a 9 foot rod with that weird ass line. So couldn't really do it, even if I can, and even if I know that these kids are just gonna like give me space and do it. And when I hook up, which most likely I would, they'll give me the time to actually what do you call this? Uh, Catch the fish, and they would actually like the novelty of ooh the novelty of watching me catch a fish. This is a fly I have tied a while back, and it's such a treat to actually see it in a box. That is cool. Look at that. It's a flounder, and see, it's weighted so that when it lands, it always lands right side up. So yeah, I was heavy into this whole fly tying and fly fishing thing. And even when it comes to conventional fishing, it's I go out when I want to, need to, and not really I don't really get excited much. But lately, okay, a friend of mine who lives here and has been like honestly uh he has been telling me for the past year that let's go fishing and all this. I always get invites from quite a few people, and it's nice. It's really nice. But for one reason or another, I don't go. Okay, so there's always something to do. But then lately, when Luke said that there were milkfish, I was like, it got me curious and stuff. And then um, he asked me if I had flies for milkfish and stuff. And that's okay. For me, when someone like a good friend like Luke actually asks me, uh, I wouldn't say no. I go like, yeah, okay, let's do this. But I need to see what they're eating, how things are done. So I went, uh, and then it kind of just snowballed from there until finally, like I fished obviously. Uh, when he said that, oh, they're doing this and this and that, so I tied some flies, the starter, like, the starter pack, so to speak. And then you know what, those flies actually caught fish. But the thing with milkfish is that each day is different. So from day one and day two, there were some flies that worked, but there were learnings. So each evening, which is pretty cool, because like Saturday we would fish, Saturday evening I would tie, Sunday we would have stuff that is a direct result of what happened on Saturday, right? And then the next Saturday we would have flies that we wanted on Sunday back then. And you know what? we would hit it off. There would be flies and all that would work, and I would tie a lot of those until, we had this idea of doing something, and then that idea worked. And guess what? We came up with a system wherein we could literally do nothing and get a bite. Okay, so we're up to that level, but I'm still refining everything, and that's the kind of rig that we give to someone that wants to experience this whole thing, right? We're fishing a bit different, uh, a bit on the harder mode. Put it that way, but it's more involved because you need to hold it and stuff. But we devised a plan wherein someone would just be sitting down, waiting patiently until the drag gets in. This is fly fishing, okay? This is fly fishing. Think about that. So so we're fishing with flies, right? And we're getting hits, and whatever we came up with works, and that's great. So this continues on. Happy, everything's working. I'm fishing in the sea. Happy, content, you know. So I've started to actually add to my milkfish numbers, and 14 years ago, I stopped at number 36. And I think if you're following me on Facebook, we're up to number 43 as of last weekend. All right. So last Saturday, I was able to catch something. Sunday, I wasn't able to. Um, I did hook up. I always hook up and lose the fish. At one point, in one weekend, the first Saturday and Sunday that I went, uh, like guys were catching two, three apiece, which is like crazy. But in 2 days, I lost 10 or more fish. And this is fish on the reel when I'm fighting them. Like, after like 15, 30 minutes or whatever, the hook just pops out. So that was it. The next Saturday, they were telling me like change your strategy and stuff like this. And I listened after a while, and then landed two. And then the next day I landed four. And then, there was always like one or two or three per day. So we're at 43 from 36. The gap from number 36 to number 37 is 14 years. Think about that. Holy crap. A lot of reasons why that was so. Okay. Anyway, you don't really catch them even if you've got them figured out. It's not really what do you call this? It's not really something that is a guarantee. All right. But that's what keeps me going. That's the challenge I like, especially with these fish, right? And a lot of people actually on board, they said like, "Wow, man, I can't believe I've caught the fish of my lifetime," and that's cool, And like yesterday, a friend Dylan, he was on the show, or he was on the one of the interviews, right? So Dylan caught his first milkfish, and I guaranteed him. I told him like, "Listen, I'm not gonna fish until you get yours." And at one point, we had a double hookup, him and I. But he got his fish, and I'm so happy. And uh, he was telling me just do it, man. Just cast. For the whole morning, they were trying and they weren't hitting. And I said, or they weren't hooking up, even if there were a few fish that were hooked, and then the hook comes off and all that. Um, so I told him like, no, man. I said that I'm not gonna fish until you catch your fish. And when he did, that's when I started fishing. I hooked up, lost that fish, you know. Anyway, so while we were fishing, also we lost one rod. Boom! Bye bye. And that was the end of the day. So I wasn't able to catch, even if I did hook up. But that's great because guess what? For me, I helped out a friend, and you know, he he he, he got his milkfish, and for him, it's a resume fish. That's it's a very important fish. Um, but yeah, I've been busy like that, and it's great because I don't get to actually do that sort of thing as much as I want. But here's the good news: there's a shot at us doing that a lot, and there's a shot at us actually going out there filming and doing all these things, and we're almost there. That's something that I wanted to tell you guys. So we're taking our instruction format, and we're going out there and we're fishing. So I will be filming myself fishing and giving you instructions and stuff like that. Okay, and that's going to be something that we're going to be doing there, shallow water fishing, and then we're going to do that offshore as well. You know, so we're this close. But see, here's the thing, and this is something very serious. So the UAE has just passed a law that prohibits, or it's not, it doesn't prohibit people from, posting and stuff, but if you are monetized, you should get like an influencer's license. So hopefully I'll be able to sort that out this week. Now, if I want to collaborate with local businesses and stuff like that, I need this license. Okay, so we're gonna get that license, and as soon as I sort that out, then it's back to regular programming. But I can't upload anything and monetize it, so it's uh, gonna get me in trouble. All right, so for now, uh, up until we have our license up and running, because what happens is I need to display it in all of the socials as well. So that's something that I need to do just to be on the safe side, even if we're not collaborating with companies, or yeah, just in case. I don't want to, because the fine's up to like $3,000 or more, and I don't want to even go there. So we have to be very careful. We want to be always doing things in the right side of the law. Um, and that's what the UAE has mandated, and we're gonna do it. All right, and it's a good thing because you get protection, and also there's a lot of things that you do there, which normally you really have to get a license for. You know what I mean? So like, take for example, if I want to start coaching, and do like coaching sessions with the people here. I love teaching kids, and it's most likely what I'm going to be doing, so or even tuning up guys that are kind of competent and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to start doing that here, and I know that you need a license for that, and guess what, this license actually uh allows me to do that here. So that's what we're going to do. This thing's crooked. All right, OCD. So that's the reason why I have been posting, and this is obviously like just to let you guys know. Alrighty, so hang tight. That's something that's gonna happen within this week or next week. All right, next week at the very most, because what's gonna happen is I'm actually waiting for a friend, and he does it first, and then he's gonna tell me the requirements and all of this, and hopefully he does it this week. And then after that, we're gonna go and do it for ourselves. Alrighty. So that's it. That's the news. Hopefully everyone's doing well. There's some freaky virus going out there right now, the Ebola thing, right? Uh, anyway, so there's that, and then there's the earthquake back home. Just today, things are going crazy. Uh, here, it's been very, very quiet, and we've been like, yeah, going out, not in the sea, but we're going out in the flats and stuff like that. So that's cool. I want to say that we're a week or so away from kayak fishing and all that. I'm actually looking at my paddleboard, and I was like, good platform for fly fishing and exploring the mangroves and stuff. So that's in the works. I'm excited. I'm excited. Right. So we'll get this license first, and then after that, we'll sort everything else. Alrighty. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for understanding. I'll see you soon. Alrighty.